Okay, so don't worry, when I record, I'm only recording my own face, so all you see is me. So don't worry about yourselves. Next is for those that are just entering the class. Okay, if you have a yoga block, do grab it now. Or if you don't have a yoga block, any small cushion or pillow will do. Anything, small bolster, small cushion, your kids' bantal busuk also can. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to let you try out some inner thigh engagement this week because we'll be going to quite a lot of your principles. So with the inner thigh engagement, the same moves that you do is going to feel a little bit different, and you get to feel the whole pelvic region and the lower abdominals a lot more. And then in case you're wondering as through the class why I will keep looking like gazing into the wall, okay, I'm not dreaming. I have my projector screen set up here. So this week, I have a much better view of everybody. So I'm going to walk. Okay. When you see me walk here, look at the wall, it means I'm looking at you. Okay. So is everybody, hi, Li-Ling, hi, Hasina. See, when I look at the wall, then I know what's going on. Because other than that, right, I'm streaming from my phone, so it's like very tiny. And then I'm also, my eyesight is very bad. Okay, so let's see, if everybody's ready to begin, then we will start. Okay, so today we have 16 of you here. Okay, so just a quick show of hands. Anybody first time to Pilates or not? Anyone first time? Hasina, first time. Welcome to Pilates. Okay, so first time, and Lily, first time, Okay, good. And Sulo, first time. Wow, okay. Okay, so my class very good one. So everybody first time, either discount when you have first timer discount. Your discount is whenever you need a break, go ahead and take it. Okay. So most important in Pilates and as yoga as well is that when you're tired, don't push yourself. Don't like hit class. I'm not a trainer. You tired already, I yell at you do two more reps. That one, right, is you will get injured. Okay. Now the leading cause of injury in any exercise is when you have no more strength to hold a proper position and you try to push yourself. Because especially the core, how do you know when you're tired? Okay, so in Pilates, what we are working on, what we are focusing on is our core, stomach muscle, or the stomach muscle. Okay, what we are not focusing on is the lower back here. So later on, your stomach all start to shake like jelly. That one, okay. Thigh shake like jelly, also okay. Doesn't matter. But make sure no pain on the lower back. If you feel discomfort, you feel a lot of pressure, or even worse, you start feeling pain, right? You stop your exercise straight away. It only means two things. Okay, that means your technique is wrong. In which case, either you start yelling at me through the mic, you unmute yourself, start yelling at me or something, or you stop and rest, and then you message me after the class. You let me know certain moves that you did were not correct, because through the screen also a lot of people sometimes it's hard to see, because Pilates is a very one-on-one live class experience. So while in a virtual class we try to do the best you can, I also will teach you how you need to take care of yourself. So any lower back pain, stop straight away. Either you yell at me, or when the class is ongoing, you message me after the class, and I will go through the move with you. Maybe I will send you videos, or we do a short session. We'll see how it goes, okay? But take care of yourself. So most important, lower back. Okay, lower back and your neck. Okay, so another thing is the neck is not in use during Pilates. So which is all the moves we're doing, you are very free to turn your neck around to see what your kids are doing if they're doing. Okay, so as we do, I will guide you. Okay, so let's come down to the ground first and warm up. So let's start with our props. Since I made you run around and grab it, then we better use it more. Okay, so we come back to our standard bend knee position. We will start on the ground again. And now we're going to take your block, your cushion, your pillow, whatever. If everything don't have, water bottle also can, small one. Place it between your thighs. Let me show you. We just place it between the thighs like this. Yeah, okay. And we're going to walk the heels in closer to the hip. Make sure the toes are pointing forward. toes point forward parallel. Now give your block or whatever item a good squeeze. Okay, so we get used to the sensation of squeezing. We are feeling the inner thighs working. This is how when we do exercise, we get the inner thighs to work as well, because a lot of exercise very, very hard to target the inner thighs. Now, let's see how the inner thighs work together with the rest of our lower body. Now, we're going to focus on the tailbone. So the tailbone is the last bone between your buttock, the very, very last bone. We're going to roll it up. So the focus is on the tailbone, not the lower back. Okay? Now, palms on the ground. Let's try the first movement. As you inhale, we lift the tailbone. So the last bone on the buttock there, lift the tailbone and you roll it up to the sky. Like you're trying to point your tailbone up to the sky. We push it as high as you can. Now, if this is a correct engagement, what you will feel is your buttocks here, the glutes are very, very firm. The higher you push, the more firm you are. You feel it's like stone. Okay, that's what we want anyway, right? Okay, then if you press the thighs, so we're up here, we're holding, squeezing the block tight. The thighs are engaged. Your lower abdominals also tighten already. What you don't feel, lower back should have no sensation. If your lower back has a lot of pressure now, you come down straight away. That means you didn't do a tailbone, you didn't do a pelvic curl up, you did a bridge. Okay, now we roll down. When you come down, do it slowly. We come down reverse. Middle back, come down first, as slow as you can. Middle back, lower back, tailbone. Okay, and let's do that again. Now inhale, roll the tailbone up. Let me see. Same, tailbone go up, and then you hold it there for a while. Okay, and then slowly when you come down, middle back, lower back, tailbone, and then let's grab a couple of breaths. Hang in there. Just let me sort out the sound. Okay, good. Okay, so now let's continue. Again, so while you lie down, let me show you the difference. When we do a roll up, pelvic curl, we want to roll the tailbone up. So you see my tailbone, I am scooping it up. So tailbone go up first, then only lower back, then middle back. Because it's curving up, my abs will limit how far I can push. If I'm doing a bridge, that means I'm not using my abs. Like if you do yoga, bridge, I'm just pushing up as high as I can. Then you feel the difference is I don't feel my upper abdominals working. I feel my lower back trying to push me up. So it's very easy to hurt yourself. Okay, let's continue. We do 3 more together, a little bit faster. From here, tailbone. So tailbone point up. And then roll the tailbone up as high as you can. Squeeze the block. Now we focus. Squeeze the block at the top. You feel whole pelvic area very tight. Now slowly lower. Lower as slow as you can. Middle back first. Then the lower back. Then only the tailbone down. Okay, now add the breathing in. Inhale. Tailbone roll up. All the way until you can't roll up anymore. Which means that here all is fully tight. Then lower down, middle back, lower back, tailbone. We do one last one. Inhale, let's roll it up all the way. That's right, hold here for 1 breath. And then slowly, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Good, very nice. Okay, let's catch a breath. Now, next round, we are going to increase the difficulty. Okay, now we extend 1 leg forwards. Okay, so because we have to keep the block here, automatically your thighs are parallel. Okay, we give it a few try. Now, to those of you that are new or struggling with this, don't worry. If let's say you find this too hard, single leg too hard, okay, do back the double leg. You always have option 1. Okay, now let's try. Right leg up. Now, inhale, tailbone roll up. All the way, feel the squeeze. And then exhale, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Okay, how are we doing? Inhale, slowly roll the tailbone up. Let me see. And then hold for 1 breath. And then let's come down. Low, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Good. Let's do another 3 more together. A little bit faster. Inhale. We call this scoop the tailbone up. Right at the top, hold for 1 breath. Then middle back, lower back, tailbone down. Good. Last 2. Inhale. Let's scoop the tailbone up. Very nice. Then slowly, as slow as you can, scoop the tailbone down. And last one. Inhale. Scoop the tailbone up. Hold for 1 breath. Take a deep breath. Then exhale and as slow as you can come down. Bring the right foot down. Okay, let's catch 2 breaths. Okay, with the block here, suddenly you feel, like last week, we also do this exercise. With the block, suddenly a little bit more difficult already. And then you also feel inner thighs are working much harder. You can feel your pelvic floor especially engaging more. Okay, so now we extend other leg. Now we shift left leg forwards, point the left toes, palms on the ground. We do 5 together. Inhale and scoop the tailbone up under control. So feel everything squeeze, push a little higher, breathe. Now as you exhale, slowly middle back, lower back, tailbone, 4 more. Inhale, scoop the tailbone up. Right at the top, take 1 deep breath. And then slowly we lower down, reverse direction. 2 more. Inhale, scoop the tailbone up. Okay, 1 deep breath. Then slowly, as slow as you can, under control. Coming down also, you feel everything is working. Last one. Inhale, scoop the tailbone up. Hold. And slowly lower down. And then bring the left foot down. And then take the block out. Okay, let's hug the knee to chest. Good job, everybody. Okay, so remember, if you feel any lower back compression, stop straight away and rest, and then ask me after the class, okay? Normally in class, people will be yelling at me already. Okay, 2 more breath and 1 more breath, and slowly lower down. So lower back, if your butt is burning, then it's supposed to burn. Okay, then that's good. Now, we are going to leave the block for a while, and then we're going to do heel tap. So make sure the thighs are parallel. Imagine that you still have the block here. And then we're going to roll it up. So you watch me first. Now we're going to roll up until we come to the top position. We're going to hold it here. Then I'm going to bring my right leg. My right knee to the chest. I maintain this 90-degree angle. I flex my foot in. And then I want to drop and touch my knee 90 degree. I drop, touch the heel. I come back up. So here, don't move. I just move my leg, touch the heel, not the toe, the heel and up. So it allows us to maintain the 90 degree. Okay, so we do 5 each leg. Then we are done for this already. Okay, reset. Now roll the tailbone up. This is a very strong position. So we hold this and then bring the right knee to chest. Maintain 90-degree angle, push the hip higher, breathe. Now, let's do this. Touch the right heel to the ground, knee 90 degree, and bring it up again. Inhale, touch, exhale, come up. 3 more. Inhale, touch, exhale, come up. 2 more. Inhale, touch, exhale, come up. Last one. Inhale, touch, exhale, come up. Right foot down, slowly we roll the middle back, lower back, tailbone down. Okay, catch your breath. A little bit intense because we're going to hold so long. Okay, reset your feet if you need to. We do the left foot now. Okay, from here, slowly we roll the tailbone up. Let's hold here, everything firm. We bring the left knee to the chest. So same thing, we're touching our heel to ground. Now, make sure this is pushed higher. Now, inhale. Touch the left heel to the ground. Exhale up. Inhale. Touch the left heel. Exhale up. Inhale. Touch the left heel. Exhale up. Last 2. Touch the left heel. Exhale up. Last one. Inhale. Touch the left heel. And exhale up. And foot down. And slowly, as slow as you can, we roll the tailbone down. Hug your knee to chest. Good job, everybody. Okay. And now we're done with warming up our pelvic floor and then our hip. We are going to do side to side now. Okay, so feet down. Take back your block or cushion. And let me show you next. We're going to put the block back between our legs. We bring our knees down to 90-degree angle. And then I will show you from the front. I will lower my both knees down to the left-hand side. So it's the same movement that we always use to warm up. This is a very good warm-up movement. But today we add this in. So it's an added dimension to your legs. So let's set 90-degree, squeeze the block. The arms you can open up wider. Make sure the shoulder blades don't come off the ground. Both shoulders on the ground. Now, let's do it together. We do 3 in each side. Exhale, 2 knees to the left. Shoulders on the ground. Inhale up. Exhale, 2 knees to the right. Make sure left shoulder on the ground. Shoulder don't come off the ground. Inhale to come up. Exhale to go to the left. Inhale to come up. Exhale to go to the right. Shoulders on the ground. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. And inhale up. Okay, now reset back to 90-degree. Let me get myself a little bit of space. Now we are going to extend the top leg straight. Okay, so let's do it together. Same thing. 2 knees to the left. Now extend the right leg, top leg straight. Just extend. Okay, and bring it back. Come back to center. Now to the right, extend the top leg. Bend it. Inhale, come back up. Exhale to the left. Extend right leg. Come back. Inhale back to center. Remember, 2 shoulders on the ground. 2 knees to the right. Extend top leg. Bend again. Inhale, come back to center. Last one. Exhale. 2 knees to the left. Extend top leg. Bend it. Inhale, come back to center. Last one. 2 knees to the right. Extend top leg. Bend the 2 knee. Come back to center. Now the final 3. Straighten both the legs up. Toes point up to the sky. This is the final one. If this is too hard, go back to the previous one. If that is too hard, go back to bend knee. You have a choice one. I will give you all the choice. Now, exhale. 2 legs to the left. Remember, right shoulder don't come off the ground. Inhale, come up. Exhale, 2 legs straight to the right. Inhale, come up. 2 more. Exhale, 2 legs to the left. Shoulder on the ground. Inhale, come up. Exhale, 2 legs to the right. Make sure shoulder still on the mat. Inhale, come up. Last one. Exhale, 2 to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, 2 to the right. And inhale up. And now bend the knee. Take the block out. Hug the knee to chest. Good job, everybody. Okay, let's catch your breath here. So if you're new to this, what we're working on is the first movement. We warm up our lower back and our hip bone, especially if you've been at work. When you roll up and down, you realize also one thing. If you had a lot of stiff back earlier, now it's gone. Why? When we roll up and down, we are activating the lower back. So whenever, let's say you sit too long in a meeting or whatever, you feel the lower back is sore or everything like the butt all like numb already, you just lie down and then you start doing tailbone tucks, pelvic curl up and down. You do about 10 or 20, right? You feel the whole area is loosened up and also strengthen it back up. The second exercise, we are working our obliques and our transversus muscle twisting motion to warm up the rest. Now we're going to warm up our front. So walk the feet in, make sure toes face forwards. Where's my block? Okay, take block again. Okay, now put it back between the thighs. We are going to activate the front muscle plus our inner thigh. Now, we learn how not to use the neck. Okay, so lift the chin off the ground first. Chin off the ground, like this. Okay, now lift the shoulders off the ground. Okay, now finger forward. Next thing to do is, now you can feel upper abdominal tight. Okay, start to turn the neck right. Turn the neck left. Okay, so you can look around, see what's going on. So, which means that neck is not in use. Shoulders are relaxed. What's in use? Only here. Okay, next, I want to pull the chest towards my knees. Let's do it the next round. Okay, let's come down, rest first. So, things to note, neck is free to move. So you keep, if you're not sure if your neck is too tight or not, just turn left and right. to loosen it up. Okay, now we learn how to engage the upper abdominals more. Again, chin up, head off the ground, shoulders off the ground. Okay, hands pointing forward. Now you try to pull the chest to the knee. Okay, let's come up. Imagine I'm there, pull the chest to your knees. The neck is relaxed. Huh? Okay, breathe. Very important. Keep breathing. Breathe. You hold for 2 more count. 1 more breath. Exhale and down. Slowly roll the body down, catch your breath. We do 3 more under control. So you can feel the amount of control you need to hold it there. And your thighs are also squeezing in. So we only want this area to work from the chest to the pelvic bone, your abdominals. Shoulder not working one, finger also not working one. These are all relaxed one. Okay, again, head off the ground, shoulder off the ground, fingers forward. Now we focus. Look at your knees, pull the chest higher. Breathe. We hold for 5, 4, shoulders off the ground more. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, slowly come down. Remember, don't pull with the neck because a lot of people, they equate. If I can pull my head closer to my knee, it means I'm coming out higher. No. Okay, you see, one time, I'm pulling my head up. But if my shoulders don't leave the ground, nothing works here. All I'm doing is what? Strain my neck. So don't do that, okay? We want the chest towards the knees. Now let's do 2 more. Okay, let's do a bit quicker. Head off the ground, shoulder off the ground, finger forward. Okay, now exhale, bring the chest higher. Shoulders off as high as you can. Breathe. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and come down. So slowly over the course of me talking to you and you doing it, you're starting to feel what is engaged already. Let's do one last one. Then we do 10 repetitions. Head off the ground, shoulders off the ground, finger forward. Now, shoulders off the ground more. Try to bring chest closer. Breathe. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale and down. Okay, now we do the same motion, but the head don't touch the ground already. So it's going to be like this. My shoulders up. Then I do repetitions. Chest up, down, down. Okay, and we time with the breath. We do 10 together. Let's start. Head off the ground, shoulders off the ground, fingers forward. Now, exhale, chest to knee. Inhale down. When you go down, the head don't touch the ground. So we don't use the neck. Exhale up as high as you can. Inhale down. Let's keep going. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. Exhale up. Inhale down. 6 more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. 4 more. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. Last 2. Exhale up. Inhale down. Last one. Exhale up. And inhale down. And down on the ground and rest. Okay. Now let's take the block out. Okay. And straighten our legs. Stretch our arms to the back. Give your body a good stretch first. Okay. Now the next one. Same position. We go side to side. Okay. So while you're resting, let me show you. The next one is we take the block away from the legs. We hold the block in our hands now. So, same motion now. I start with the block here. My head is off the ground. So now I want to bring the block forward. So I now want to stretch it forward outside my knee. Okay, so I will go to the right, but I don't want to point up. Okay, I want to point forward. I want to stretch it beyond my knee and come back. And then I do other side. So you see, the block is not here. Here, you don't feel anything. We want it knee level, pushing as far forward as you can. So now we're working on our, just now we work here. Now we work the sides, the crunch. And the side transversus muscle, which you are working the second layer of abdominal muscles, that's the one to give you the nice shape. So that's an incentive. You do more of the side to side, then the figure is nicer. Okay, so everything we do got incentivified. Okay, let's try. We try slowly. We try 5 aside first. Okay, we try 5 aside. We take a rest. Then we do another 5. Okay, so we focus on the former, do slowly, but we want to stretch as far forward as we can. So lie down, hold the block, point the block straight up to the sky. After this, then we take a short break. Okay, from here, head off the ground. So remain the head off the ground throughout so that we don't have to keep bending the neck. Now, as you exhale, stretch forward. It's by the side of my right knee. I push, inhale, come back here. Head is still up. Exhale to the left hand side. Good. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Stretch forward. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. 3 more each side. Exhale to the right. Right hand side of the knee. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Block down. Head down. Stretch the leg. Stretch the arms. Okay, let's stretch out the body first. Because we're punching out, so we extend and stretch it out. Then we do one more round. Okay, so the one more round, the first round, you're still figuring out what to do. The second round, you give it more intensity. You give it more intensity. How to give it more intensity? Let's say just now you come here. Now you try your best to push further. The further your block travel to the front, the harder you will feel the squeeze and the more intense you will be. Okay, now let's take the block back. We finish one time, then we stretch out and we take a short water break. So hold the block with your palms like this. Block face up. Bring the head off the ground. Let's begin. Exhale to the right. Stretch forwards. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Stretch forwards. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Stretch forwards. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Stretch forwards. Inhale up. 3 more. Exhale to the right. Stretch forwards. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Stretch forwards. Inhale up. Let's keep going. Exhale to the right. Stretch it. And exhale to the left. And up. Last one. Exhale to the right as much as you can. And up. Exhale to the left as much as you can. And up. Block down. Extend legs. Extend the arms. Okay. Now let's give our body a good stretch first. So we bring the right knee up. Arms extended. Right knee up. Step the right foot on the left thigh. And then we use the left hand to pull the right knee down. So my arm is straight, my chest is facing up, leg is straight. So what we're doing is, we're getting our long length in the spine, and then we're giving it a gentle twist here to loosen up our SI joint. That's the tailbone, the SI joint here, and the lower back. Normally we sit a lot. These are problem areas. So by having a long position and twisting, we are relieving all the stress there. Okay, 2 more breaths and 1 more breath. Now come back to center, straighten the right leg, and then we bend the left knee. So now the left arm is straight. Step the left foot on the right thigh. Step down, use the right hand, pull the knee down. So chest is facing up. Shoulder on the ground, chest face up. We're looking up to the ceiling. So we're maintaining that nice straight position and just twisting our pelvic area towards the right hand side. So you can feel all the nice stretch into the lower back and the SI joint. 2 more breaths and 1 more breath. Now from here, slowly, we bend both the knees, roll to the right hand side, slowly come back up to sitting, and let's take a short water break. Okay, so a lot of work lying down. So we already work like the front, the side, there, so a lot of work done. Okay, grab a sip of water. Then we move on to our planks next. Okay, so we are going to do a little bit more plank exercise. Okay, so for those of you that are new, later the option will be, today we are going to do movement. So we're going to go to plank. Then we're going to start climbing up and down. So this works the shoulder muscles more. But if you're new, right, then you'll find it's very hard to go up and down. Be careful because when you go up and down, it places a lot of stress on the shoulder and the wrist. If you find that it's very difficult, just hold in plank. So I will guide you through. Now, today we have our new friend block. Okay, so we also learn how to do plank with this. Okay, so first, let's come to all four position for our plank. Okay, so we come all four first. We learn how to set up the plank first. Okay, so shoulder over the wrist. So we did this also last few weeks. Shoulder over the wrist, and then the hip over the knee. Next, we do a slight cat pose. So those of you that do a yoga will know what cat pose is. Those of you that are new to both, let's try it out now. Now, most important thing is not the hands, not here. It is where your feet. Here, so make sure at all times your feet is on the mat. Okay, don't do this kind of thing. Why? When we want to bend, let's say you want to do a push-up, okay, and your feet is off the ground, your head is going to go down. Then you feel there's a lot of pressure this side. You are unable to control it. You have no grounding. So tall, your feet press down, that's your anchor. So anytime you need to come out, your arm got no strength. You still can use the stomach muscle to pull up because you got anchor. If it's like this, your stomach muscle very hard to work because it's wobbling forward and back. Okay, so always make sure that top of the feet press into the mat. That is your anchor. Okay, so next thing to do is we practice the cat curl. Now, as you exhale, we round the back. So we suck the belly in, round the back. Imagine that you're trying to push the middle of your spine up to the sky. Okay, tuck the chin in. Your gaze is on your belly button. Shoulder push up. You can feel the lower back stretch up. Middle of the spine push up. Now we do stronger one. Push the middle of the spine up. Now we add in more feeling. Bring the right knee to the chest. Then shoulder push more. Round the spine, middle of the spine push up more. Try to bring the right knee closer. Okay, now right knee down, release back to tabletop position. We call this a tabletop. This is a neutral position. We do our left knee now. Let's try cat pose. Suck the belly in, round the back. Bring the left knee to the chest. Now push the middle of the spine up to the sky more. Bring the left knee closer to chest. Breathe. Hold for 2 breaths. And 1 more breath. Very nice. And come back to the center. Come back to tabletop. Okay, so now we add in the block. We put the block in between the thighs. Okay, my thighs here, I just put the block in between. I squeeze and position my knees as necessary. Okay, so now you feel our inner thigh working more. Then we do a slight curve. Suck the belly in around the spine. Okay, now don't release. We do the light cat curve. Next is we look. Where we look, 1 foot in front of the hand. So you look on the mat here. Hand is here. Your gaze should be here. Your eye is looking in front here. So what happens is, when I look down, you see my neck, I cannot breathe on. My neck is closed. So I want to lift my chin, look in front. Opens up the airway. Also straighten up the upper back. Very important. Now, we're still holding the core. We're looking in front. Raise the right hand up. If you're holding this correct, you're looking forward correct. This is very easy. If you're wobbling, it means this one didn't engage. Breathe. We hold for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Right hand down. Okay, now, still holding. Left hand up. Good. And then top of the feet press into the mat. That's your anchor, so you don't fall forwards. If your feet come off, if you're doing this, you will fall forward one. That's why it's important. Breathe. Left hand down. Okay, now slowly remove the block out. Go back to child's pose. Okay, stretch the shoulders out. So on the next round, we're going to practice using all this, our plank. Okay, inhale, come back to all 4. Now, same thing, do the slight cat pose. We did this earlier. You know when we did this? The slight cat position. The eyes look in front here. Now, extend 1 leg back. Right leg step back all the way. We measure our plank first. Good, still holding the core, this one don't let go already. Left leg step back, that's your plank. Okay, let's get used to the plank. Shoulder push up to the sky, engage shoulder, shoulder push up. Thighs push to the back, like you're trying to reach the heel towards the back. So we stretch the heel to the back, shoulder push up. Then you feel suddenly your plank is very firm because our thighs are engaged. Thighs are pushing to the back. Thighs very important. Also work very hard. Shoulder push up. Breathe. Look in front. Breathe. Make sure you keep breathing. We hold for 2 more breaths. Almost there. And 1 more breath. Now slowly knee down to the ground. Take your block. Now we're going to do the same thing. Now if you're holding correct, you'll be able to slot the block in between your legs. Okay, so let's try to do this. We put the block after we go to plank. Stretch 1 leg back first. Again, stretch 2 leg back. Thigh reach to the back. Shoulder push up. Now you try. Put the block nearby. Grab your block. Stick the block between your thigh and squeeze it. Okay, so if you're doing correctly, the thighs engaged, you can easily take the head off the ground. That's why you practice this as now. Okay, now we work harder. Shoulder push up. Thigh push to the back. Okay, keep holding. Hold another 30 seconds. Let me see everybody. Okay, squeeze the block harder. Hand don't need to, the hand don't need to take out. That one just for you to put the block in. Okay, good. Okay, breathe. Make sure, most important, slow down your breathing. 2 more deep breaths. Very nice, all of you. 1 more deep breath. Okay, good. Knee down to the ground. Take the block up. Go to child's pose. Stretch out the shoulders. And then take 2 breaths. Take 1 more breath. Now from here, we slowly roll up to kneeling position. So sit back on the heels, toes pointed to the back. This allows us to stretch the ankles out. Now, if your ankles are very tight, then you can always take a pillow or bolster and put underneath the ankles. Okay, next is we need to stretch our wrists out. We spend a lot of time on our hands already, starting to feel a little tight. So let's relax it up. Back of the hands press together. Okay, and let's spend a little while. We spend a lot of time in plank, so equally we must spend some time to counter stretch it. Okay, now we stretch it. So now we come to a little bit of a fun time. So now we test whether your plank can pakai or not. What we're going to do, we're going to start lifting the limbs off the ground. So like just now you tried, lift one hand off, faster put the block in between the thigh. Now, no need block. We're going to lift 1 leg out. So it's like that. We start in plank. Then we start right hand take out, left hand take out, left leg take out, 1 round like that. Then we go back another round. Okay, so we go back to kindergarten. So, okay. And then we're going to hold each position for 5 counts. Okay, come back to all 4. Come back to all 4. Okay, now we do the light cat pose. That's 50% cat pose. Enough to feel that you're holding the whole body up. Look in front. Remember, we're always looking in front here. Step 1 leg back. Step 2 legs back. Strong plank. Shoulder push up. Thigh push to the back. Reach the heels up. Now we lift. We start with the foot. Foot is easier. Right foot off the ground 2 inches. Okay, 2 inch. Don't come up too high. It will pull you off balance. 2 inch only. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Now, left foot up 2 inches and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down. Now the hand left hand up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand down. Reset your plank if you need to. Right hand up and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, knee down to the ground. Go back to child's pose. Stretch out the shoulders. How do we stretch out? The hip pull back and the hands stretch forwards. Okay, so we're using our hands to stretch our shoulder to the front. We're using our hip to pull our shoulder to the back. So we're using our muscle to stretch our shoulders up. Okay, so we cannot go to our favorite masseuse, so we have to use our own body to stretch ourselves, and this is how to do it. And now inhale, come back to all four. Okay, now let's finish up here. We do. Now we reverse. Now we start from the, just how we start right foot. So now we start left foot and go this round. Okay, so come all four position, one final one. Okay, 50% come in. Extend one leg back. Extend two legs back. Now you're all very good in this already. Remember, keep pushing the heel to the back so your thighs will engage. Shoulder push up, then you're up firm. Now, left foot up 2 inches. Breathe. Make sure you're breathing and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left foot down. Right foot up 2 inches. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot down. Reset your plank if you need to. Now we bring the hand, right hand up. And we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand down. Reset your plank. Now left hand up. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left hand down. Knee down. Go to child's pose. Good job, everybody. Again, hip pull back. Finger stretch forward. Give your shoulders a good stretch. And now, slowly we roll back up to kneeling position. And then let's stretch our wrist again. So back of the hands press together. Okay, so always stretch it back. Because when we do planks, normally a lot of pressure on the wrist. And especially if you're new to it, okay? If you're new to it, sometimes the palm also a bit tired. Don't worry, the palms will get used to this one. Most important is we try to avoid joint pain. So lower back and the neck, make sure that's number one. Make sure it doesn't hurt. If it hurts, don't do it. Next is we also want to take care of the wrist and the shoulder and the elbows. All the joints on that, make sure it doesn't hurt. If you feel suddenly like sharp pain, right? Especially any sharp pain, stop doing it immediately. That means something is not right. Okay, so pain is your friend. If you feel sharp pain, stop doing. If like muscle sore, that will okay lah. But sharp pain, especially the joint, stop straight away. Okay, with that, let's come down to our side plank. Where are we on time? Okay, just enough to finish up. Okay, side plank. So let's come down to the side. So for those of you that are new, for the benefit of those of you that are new, let's go through the side plank. Very important since you're going to other classes like yoga, like HIIT, MMA, everything. You have what? Side plank. Okay, most important thing is side plank, shoulder, this one. Everything else wrong, never mind. This one, get correct. Why? If your side plank, you start like that, the elbow is away. All the weight is on your shoulder joint. The shoulder is a loose joint. If you're going to start lifting your legs up, put weight on it, the shoulder is going to tear. This is a very long-term injury, months or years to heal. So first thing to do is make sure the shoulder is always over the elbow. The elbow is a support beam. Okay, so even if I press down on it, I've got my whole bone supporting, I'm okay. So this one, make sure, check. Next is the hand. Where is the hand go? Anywhere is okay lah. It's just to secure us. Most important is open the palm, open the fingers. So when you press down, it's very firm. So your elbow don't slide. Because if your elbow slide when it's on the mat, the elbow skin is going to come off. For those of you that do yoga, you do picture, you understand. So we always want to press our palms out so the elbows don't slide. Next, straighten the bottom leg. Then straighten the top leg. The top leg. Today we got block. Okay, today we add in. Okay, we don't use the block first. That one just complicates it. Okay, top leg, place on the bottom. Okay, top leg go to the front. Top leg to front. Okay, now take your right hand, slide between your thighs, squeeze your hand with your thighs. Okay, right hand in, then squeeze harder, as hard as you can. Okay, whenever you squeeze it now, later when you want to come up, it's going to be more than double. Okay, so get used to squeezing the hand. Okay, so take the hand up, right fingertips on the ground. You're going to do the same squeeze on the thighs to come up. Now we're going to come up. Squeeze the thighs, inhale to lift the hip up. Squeeze and lift up. So you can feel when you squeeze, easy to lift up. Now, make sure that this shoulder, push with this shoulder so that the weight don't sink into the elbow. Squeeze harder between the thighs to lift the hip up. Okay, right fingertips only on the ground. Now don't push, fingertip only so you don't cheat. Breathe. Okay, we are getting used to this position. So you hold as long as you can. Make sure you're breathing. No oxygen go in. Okay, breathe. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Okay, hit down to the ground. Rest. Okay, maintain position. Don't let go yet. If your elbows are sliding, readjust. Now we're going to bring the right hand up. Let's try. Today we're only going to do this 2 only. Okay, from here, 1, 2, 3. Squeeze the thighs. Bring the hip up as high as you can. Now, stretch the right hand up. Now, the hand is trying to touch the ceiling. Stretching up, trying to touch the ceiling. So, push the hip higher to help. Don't pull the arm back. It will pull you off balance. Stretch up. Squeeze the thighs. Come up higher. Breathe. Okay, we keep going. As I taught you, you're already going to do 10 count. Okay, 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Right fingertips down. Hip down. Catch your breath. Okay, we do 1 more together. We do 1 more today so that our body remembers the position. Now with everything you have, we do 1 more round. We switch other side already. Okay, I'm down to count to 6. 6 slow counts. 1, 2, 3. Hip off the ground. Squeeze the thigh, hip off the ground. Right hand up. Lift the hip higher. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right fingertips down, hip down, slowly come up to sitting. We switch other side. Okay, so we rest this side by going other side. So again, what's the most important? Shoulder. Okay, so adjust shoulder over the elbow. Okay, then the hands can be anywhere. Anywhere that's comfortable. It can be here, as long as it's comfortable for your elbow. Extend the bottom leg straight. Top leg straight, place in the front. Top leg go to the front like scissor leg. Left hand place between your thighs. Give it a good squeeze. Squeeze harder. Like just now you come out on that side, you know already. Thigh have to squeeze very hard to come out. So this is to warm up our thighs and also it's muscle memory. Why I keep doing this? Because it's not only the brain memory. Muscle also got memory. Okay, release. Now left fingertips on the ground. Squeeze the thighs to bring the hip off the ground. Push hard with the shoulder. Lift high with the hip, okay? So squeeze the thighs to bring the hip higher. Breathe. So now you're just focusing on trying to push the shoulder up, trying to squeeze the thighs to lift the hip up. These 2 points only. Okay, breathe. And then, of course, relax breathing. Breathe. 2 more breaths. Almost there. 1 more breath. Now, hip down and reset your position. Okay, make sure the shoulder's still okay. Hand is comfortable. If not, adjust. Leg straight up. Now we stretch the left hand up. Take a deep breath. Now let's prepare. Left fingertips. Inhale, squeeze the thighs. Lift the hip up. Now extend the left fingertips up to the sky. Squeeze the thighs. Lift the hip higher. Push harder. Breathe. That's right. You hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left fingertips down. Hip down. Stay the position, catch your breath. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Then we do 1 final one. Okay, so why we hold and we don't go up and down so much? Because in Pilates, what we value is stability. Because you spend the whole time standing straight. So your muscles must be able to hold your body weight for very long periods of time. That's why we try to hold. You will be stronger, right? Okay, let's do the last one. 6 slow counts. Left fingertips down, squeeze the thighs. Bring the hip off the ground. Now, stretch the left hand up. Squeeze the thighs, bring it higher. Reach the fingertips like you're trying to touch the ceiling, and breathe. Slow down your breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fingertips down. The hip down. Come back up to sitting position. Now, from here, don't sit. We come back to kneeling position. Okay, this one. We come back to this one. Okay, if let's say your ankle troubles you, put a cushion. It still cannot, then can sit. Why we want to sit down and why we want to kneel and not sit down? You can see when I kneel and sit back on my hip that I have a very naturally tall position for my spine, naturally straight. If you sit down, the tendency is, depending on your hip flexibility, you tend to round your back. Now, when your shoulders are rounded, You cannot stretch anything when it's very tight. We need the chest open and the spine straight to stretch the shoulders, which is what we're going to do now. First of all, let's stretch the right arm across the body. So chest face forwards, arm across the body. Next is shoulder blade, relax down. Here, relax, don't be tense, cannot stretch. Then pull the arm across the body. Now, if your shoulders are relaxed, you can feel the stretch travel all the way to the back of the spine, which is what we want. If it's rounded, if you're rounded position, you cannot feel anything, right? Okay, and breathe. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And now we release. Now we bring the right arm up next to the ears. So we bring it as far back as you can. So I show you from the side. I'm trying to bring it as far back as I can, and it's touching my ear. Then from the back, I'm going to bend my elbow and touch the middle of my back. Then I use my hand to pull the elbow back. So we're not only stretching our tricep, which we use a lot, we're stretching our entire shoulder joint, including the front of the chest, all the tight areas. So we want to keep our whole shoulder joint mobile. Okay, and breathe. So we try to lift the chest up higher. So if you lift the chest up higher, then you try to pull the elbow back. Like you're trying to pull your hand further down your back. You will feel a very good stretch. 1 more breath, and then release, come back here. Next, we do the other side, left arm across the body, shoulder blade relax, pull the arm across, give it a good stretch. That's right. And then breathe. Make sure breathing is very important. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Okay, now from here, release. We bring the arm next to the ear. Then we try to move the arm as far back as you can. Bend the elbow, touch the, remember? So we bring it back and then we touch the middle of the back. Then we try to pull and get the arm further down the back. So we're giving a lot of good mobility to our shoulder. Okay, keep stretching because every day we're rounded like that. So here all is very short already, the muscle. So we want to pull it back up. We also want to lift the chest up so that if you have any hunchback, over time, you keep stretching like this, it will straighten back up your posture. Okay, and 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Okay, from here, we slowly release. And then let's do a twist for the body. Okay, so let's come into our normal seated cross-leg position. Okay, then loosen the whole body today. A lot of plank lah, we do this lah. Wow, everywhere tired already. Yeah. So okay, let's do a lying down twist. I think lying down twist better because we actually did a lot of lower body work today. So sorry. Let's come down, bend knee position again. Let's lie down for this. This will be more comfortable. Walk the feet in close to the hip. Then we cross the right leg over the left. Okay, I show you from the front now. Bend knee, right leg cross over the left. Like how you normally cross the legs when you sit. Then, now the 2 shoulder blades must be on the mat. So you see now, my 2 shoulders here. My hand 45 degrees. Don't bring so high, 45 degrees, so we don't strain the shoulder. Then my left hand, pull the knee down to the ground. So my 2 feet touch the ground. See, 2 feet touch. Knee no need to touch, pull it down as low as you can. Right shoulder on the mat. So we are focusing our stretch onto the lower back and the SI joint. Normally, these are all the problem areas. And then chest facing up, we're just looking straight up and then breathe. 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Now inhale, we come back up, change the crossing, uncross the legs, cross over the other side, left over the right. Again, make sure both shoulders on the ground. Take the right hand, pull the knees down. 2 feet on the ground, relax your 2 feet and place it down. So the feet must relax. And then 2 shoulders on the ground. And then you try to relax the whole body. Don't tense the body. If you tense the body, then you're fighting your own stretch. Just relax breathing. Okay, 2 more breaths. And 1 more breath. Now from here, slowly uncross the legs. Now both the knees are to the right hand side area. Then we come back up. Okay, so now we're back up to sitting. So little intermission there because the lower pelvic area very important to give a good stretch out. When we sit down like this, you immediately feel once you stretch it out, you sit back like this, it feels comfortable. That's how important it is to our sitting position. Now we stretch the upper body. Okay, so reach the fingers up. So now imagine that I'm there pulling your fingers up. So 1, 2, 3, stretch the fingers up to the sky. So it's like your whole fingers extending up. Then we're going to turn to the right. So we turn from the belly. Now with the breathing, exhale, turn. Okay, now hold the position. Exhale, turn one more time. Then left hand on the knee, right hand behind the back. From here, as you inhale, imagine that there's a string pulling your head up. Straighten the spine. Exhale, left hand to help you twist further. Right hand move more. Inhale, straighten the spine up. Exhale, twist further. And breathe. Let's hold this position for 2 deep breaths. And 1 more deep breath. Turn the head back to the front. Release the body. Let's go the other side. Stretch the fingers up. We add 1 more breath in. Inhale, stretch up further. So we open up the space in our spine. Exhale and turn from the belly. Hold the position. Stretch the hands up again. Exhale, turn 1 more time. Right hand on the knee, left hand behind the back. As you inhale, straighten up the spine. Exhale, twist to the back. Left hand walk a little deeper. Inhale, straighten the spine. Exhale and twist further. So we're getting the maximum twist that we can get. And 1 more deep breath. Now inhale, turn the head back to the front. Turn the body back. Okay, and then let's bring our hands to the heart. Thank you, namaste. And that's the end of the class. So thank you for joining me today. So I hope you had a good class. And hey, so many people here. Let's take a snapshot. Okay, let me try and not to mess up. Okay, I am going to pull the table out. And then hopefully everything don't crash. I pull my thing out. Okay, and then let me bring this here. Okay, so let's all come close to the screen. Let me grab my buttons. Okay, so everybody come closer. Okay, let me switch the chat off. And ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me this evening. And finally, after many weeks, I managed to take a screenshot because always the setup was like on my phone and all that. And again, right, you know where to reach me. If let's say you want to do some of today's exercises, you can't remember, or let's say when you do it, you feel any lower back pain, feel free to message me. Okay, thanks, Joyce. And then I will guide you through it. Now we can do it. Now it's so easy, right? I can always show you a video, you know, or you can, or if you're not doing correctly, you're not sure, you shoot a short video of yourself and then you send to me. Then I will give you like some adjustment if necessary. Okay, so thank you everybody and hope to see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow at the same time will be our new one, yoga. Now I call it yoga discovery because that's an experimental class where I will dig out a lot of different things to teach. So tomorrow will be yoga for digestion. Okay, so if you always feel like you have like constipation or a lot of gas and all, come by tomorrow's class. It'll be 1 hour on yoga for digestive health. Okay, so something I'll learn you to discover. Okay, so see you tomorrow. Take care and bye-bye.
Bye, Adrian. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.